Today I'll be reviewing Super Mario RPG, which came out for the Super NES at the end of its cycle. In fact, yes, it was the last Mario game for the Super NES. It's a collaboration between Square Enix and Nintendo, which would not happen again for a while, unfortunately. But, basic premise, well, rescue the princess. Except, not really. As you can see, there's a giant sword inside Bowser's castle, and that right there pretty much changes up the entire plot. You're supposed to go rescue the princess from Bowser, and when you're fighting him, a giant sword comes out of the sky, breaks the Star Road, and changes the plot entirely. Anyway. So this game is basically a RPG style game with Mario as the main character against a variety of enemies. I'm at the very end of the game, which isn't so good for talking about it, but it'll give you a basic idea of what's going on. So we're inside Smithy's factory right now. On my team, you've got 5 different characters. Mario, who has jumping and fire attacks configured. Toadstool, who's a good healer. Gino, who is a new character, who's basically a giant freaking laser, and is very awesome. Actually, I have him maxed out. Mallow, who's a kind of a early healer and spell person. He's alright, he's new. And Bowser, who's just kind of a big tank. I don't really use Bowser, I kind of use the 3 right here, but anyway. They all have special attacks. And in this game, the attacks that you have, you can actually time to do greater damage, which is an interesting twist. I like it. Maybe we can find some enemies at some point. No? Not gonna find some enemies? Oh, here we go. Come back here. Alright, so the style is that you have to actually touch them, so you can run away if you want to. You've got 4 choices. You can attack, you can use items, you can use special attacks, or you can defend or run away. This is kind of a boss battle. It's sort of a end of the game repeated boss battle, but I'm going to go ahead and attack and show you how it works. If I press at the right time, extra damage. I can also defend at the right time, block it, but I'm not very good at defending spells. Peach can use, or excuse me, Toadstool, which she's called at this point, can use spells, just healing spells right there. That little sound effect means that it did what it was supposed to do. If I time the jumps right, I can do multiple jumps. Now, when I was a kid, this game was pretty hard, I guess. I couldn't get past a certain point. I played it today on the Virtual Console. It's, not so hard. Then again, we got Gino leveled up. That's a timing attack right there. And they're all dead. Blah blah blah, you get coins and experience. That's basically how the game works. We said it's not all that hard. You're supposed to go around and collect different stars and restore Star Road. That's basically it. It's a pretty funny game. It sets about the course for the humor and games to follow from the Mario RPG series. Not the right map at all. So you see that's how it works. It'll fight a basic battle while we're at it. Enemies are different spells and such. Oh, I missed. basic turn-based RPG. It's much more of an RPG than later Mario RPG series. They have a lot more platforming elements in there. There are some in here, but it's mostly mini games and things like that. So you can see it's a 3D based board, which is interesting, I'd say. These are clones of the guys who killed me all the time, which is really sad now that I look back. Basically Power Rangers ripoff. Which is kind of funny. Again, just another of the silly jokes and humor in this game. There's not much more else to say about it. It finally came to the Virtual Console, when was it? Some point this summer. This was a game that you could get from a used game store when it came in for like way too much money. Let's put it that way. The guy we talked to said it'd be like $60 or something like that. Something ridiculous. Except for a Super NES game, but now it's on Virtual Console, it's $8. I was just picking it up as it's a fun game. It's not the most difficult game you'll ever play in the world. But, you know, it's gonna be fun. The characters themselves only go up to like level 30, so again, it's not Final Fantasy, let's put it that way. But it is nice to have. And that's pretty much Mario RPG. As you can see, I can jump, blah blah blah. But, you know, it's a fun game, it's a funny game. It's not too long, so it's good if you don't have a huge amount of time. That's basically it. Hooah! Thanks for watching, YouTube.